What's going on, you guys? My name is Rich and I am Steel One, and today is another weekly What's Up? All back from Texas, had a wonderful time. I'll get into that in a little bit. Hope you guys are having a great week. I'm having a good week. Other than the fact that I woke up Monday morning, my back is just killing me. My tailbone, I don't know, it's probably from sitting in the car so long, traveling to Texas and traveling back, and then we drove all over the place in Texas, and like I said, I'll get into that in a minute. But my back's killing me. I hope you guys can pray for me that it'll go away soon. It's just a reminder that well, one, I'm getting older, and two, that usually I don't have any aches and pains really in the summertime when it's warm, and usually in the wintertime is when I feel the most pain and stuff. And even though it's not winter yet and it's still pretty warm outside, it's a reminder that it's coming. So anyway, so the kids start back tomorrow. I'm excited to see them. Worked my tail off this week getting ready for them to come back, and yeah. Anyway, let's get right into it. The first thing I wanted to talk about is Omar's channel, his Omar Gosh TV channel. If you guys didn't know, and I'm telling this because it seems like a lot of people are confused by it, and I know Omar and Melissa have talked about it quite a bit, and I just want to make it very clear to everybody. He's not quitting YouTube. He's just not uploading to Omar Gosh TV anymore, which honestly I feel like is a good idea. I mean, it's sad to see that channel go, even though it's not going to be deleted, it'll still always be there. I think it's kind of cool that I'm one of his last videos on that channel, I'm in it, so that's kind of neat, right? But I think this is a good idea, I really do, and I know he's been thinking about this for a while. This isn't just like a spur of the moment thing. He's been talking about it for a couple years now, you know, and I know when he was here, he kind of told me that he kind of wished that he just had the one channel, and but yeah, I think it's a good idea, I really do. I feel like he's gonna have more success with just the one channel. Plus, you know, he has the freedom to do so much more on his vlog channel, and I think, you know, he'll be able to spend more time at home with his family, which is what his favorite thing is to be with his family, which I don't blame him. They are pretty awesome people. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that in case anyone was still confused by what's going on. If you haven't subscribed to the Omar Gosh Vlogs, you should. It's really good. It's my favorite channel of the two. So, and I told him that too. I told him I make sure I may fall behind on a lot of other channels, but that's the one channel I make sure I stay up to date with. I really enjoy his vlog channel. Not that I didn't enjoy his haunted videos, but I told him I would watch anything you do, bro. And so anyway, enough of that. If you guys have any more questions about that, feel free to leave a comment, and if I don't know the answers, I'll just ask Omar, and he'll tell me. But I think it's pretty clear that, you know, he's not going anywhere. He's just going to be on one channel from now on, and I think it's a great idea. I don't know. Anyway, so that leads me into last weekend. Texas, yes. So we drove down to Texas. You saw in my weekly What's Up last week, you know, we were on the road. I can't believe it's already been a week. Actually, I think I filmed it on Thursday, so, but anyway, it's almost a week since I did that. And so we drove down there, and we surprised Amy and Lainey. It was really cool. It was really awesome. If you guys haven't seen that, I do have a little clip of my version on my last weekly What's Up at the very end, but you see it really good on What the Paranormal's live stream. Cody was filming it. He was so nervous. He was shaking so bad. He was holding the selfie stick with 2 hands, and you could see it in the video. It's like shaking. Poor guy. I love that guy. He's so cool. If you guys don't know who Cody is, that's Amy's husband. He's an awesome dude. I love you. I love you, Cody. So so yeah, we surprised them, and I feel kind of bad too. I uploaded that weekly What's Up at Amy's work there, and it took a lot longer than I thought it would, but it was still better than if I've tried it at the hotel. That hotel was a dump, and the Wi-Fi had like 1 bar, and I think like 3rd day or 2nd day I finally got internet on my computer, so it wouldn't have worked out. So I thank you, Amy, and everybody that was there for sticking around as long as we did to make sure that got uploaded, and I totally appreciate it. But I did feel kind of bad because everybody was tired, and I think they were done and they were ready to go home, and I was still uploading. So we did that, and then on Friday we went to an abandoned school, and it was in, I said in my video that it was in Texas. It was actually in Oklahoma, and because they're pretty close to Oklahoma, and it was really cool place. It was awesome. It was really cool to be filming with all of them, and it was a really nice place. And so, you know, not too many things happened for me. I know that George caught a door that was closed, but it was open originally, and a few things happened to me, but nothing real spooky. But it, you know, there's definitely something there. So and then later, well, then after we left there, we went to Whataburger. I thought they were saying Waterburger. I think it's their accents. It's Whataburger. It was pretty good. I liked it. And then they took us to the Goatman Bridge. We didn't film on the Goatman Bridge, unfortunately. That was the plan. There's a forest. The bridge is in a forest, and that forest is haunted too. And we thought that the path looped around, so we started here to loop around back to at the bridge. And so we would, you know, hike around the trail and then end up at the Goatman Bridge. But we got lost, kinda. I mean, it wasn't like horribly lost, but enough to where we lost. It was night, and we were lost for like 2 hours, or we were on this trail for like 2 hours. And so, but crazy stuff happened, especially when George and I split up from the group. We got separated from them, and not on purpose. It just happened. And George and I, we were hearing all kinds of stuff, and we were freaking out. We were hearing voices, we were hearing branches breaking, and all kinds of noises, and we were freaking out, and plus being lost on top of it, because we started going down the trail, and then the trail kind of ended, it looked like, to us, and we're like, well, I really don't want to go any farther, because then you might get more lost. And we didn't know where Amy and Elaney and Kevin the Fan was, and we were gonna walk back, and then we started hearing voices, and then it was crazy. But I got some really good footage. It's gonna be a good video. I'm looking forward to making that video. We did get out of there. We ran into Chef Lion, and he was there filming the Goatman Bridge, and so it was good to see him. But we were done. We weren't gonna do it anymore. We were ready to go. It was really late. Like I said, I think we were walking for like 2 hours out in this forest, and so we were just ready to go. So on Saturday we went to this. Oh, this place is amazing. We went to Oklahoma again, and it was yet another school, but this school has some serious history to it, and you'll have to watch the video. In the video I explain about the school, and but I had some crazy stuff happen to me. But the craziest thing that happened to me, because I split up from the group, I wasn't with everybody pretty much the whole time I was there, which, looking back, that was just nuts. I mean, the place is so haunted, and it was so spooky, and yet I was by myself. It was crazy. But the craziest thing that happened to me was off camera. I'm so mad I wasn't recording. So I was done recording, and I was heading back, and there was quite a few different buildings, and I met up with the group about midway, and I did my outro, and they were going to carry on to the buildings I had just come from, and I decided I was going to go back through this other building to get to Cody, who's waiting for us in his truck. So they told me not to go down this one hallway because that's the most haunted hallway, and I was like, well, that's the hallway I'm going to take, man. So I decided I was going to do some B-roll shots, and I walk in there and I do a little bit of B-roll as I'm walking into the hallway, into the building, and right after I pushed the record button to stop recording, I heard something. And yes, I have had some crazy stuff happen to me as of late. Seems like ever since Omar was here. Even when I was with Omar, you know, we heard some whispering, but it wasn't real clear. Of course, the drums and you know, stuff like that. I mean, that stuff was crazy. And of course, you know, when I was at this haunted stagecoach station with that boulder falling down and rocks thrown at me and stuff, that all stuff was just nuts. But so when I stopped recording, I heard, and it sounded like Lainey. It really did. I thought it was her at first. I mean, anyway, I'll just tell you. So after I pushed the record button to stop recording, I heard a girl's voice go, ah, and it was clear as day. I mean, it wasn't muffled. It wasn't, you know, quiet, or wasn't. It was as if Lainey herself was right behind me, and I whipped around, and I did record. I pushed record as I was whipping around, thinking, well, maybe I'll hear something else. But I seriously got goosebumps all up and down my body. I was cold. I got this cold shiver, and you know, we were in Texas and it was hot, so all of a sudden I was freezing and I was shivering. It freaked me out. I mean, it was like literally like whatever made that sound had to have been like 4 feet behind me. You know, it was so clear and loud, and had I had the record button push, if I was recording, y'all would have heard it. There would have been no doubt. There wouldn't have been even need for headphones. I'm serious, it was that loud, and I will never forget it. It freaked me out. So I stood there for a minute, kind of, not a minute, but what seemed like a minute, but it wasn't probably very long. but I freaked out, and I ended up running back out where I'd come from, and to see if they were all still there. And maybe it was Laney. Maybe it was Laney, you know. There's this very large field in between each building, and they were on the other side of the field. There was no way. There's no way. Laney joked, there's no way, unless she was the Flash, you know, to get to each place so fast. It was crazy. I ran out there and I was like, was that you guys? And they're like, what? And I walked up to them and told them what happened. Kevin said I was white as a ghost. I was just pale and freaking out. And so yeah, it was crazy, and I'll never forget it. Nuts. Anyway, I had a lot of other things happen to me while I was there. I had things thrown at me. It wasn't like at me and hit me in my general direction. Usually it was behind me. I don't know. That place is haunted, and I haven't looked at the footage, so there might be stuff that I missed. And yeah, crazy stuff happened. More crazy stuff happened to George, and he got pushed like twice. His camera got thrown out of his hand. All kinds of stuff happened. So make sure you guys subscribe to George and Kevin and Amy Laney in What the Paranormal. They all have different videos, and Amy said it was the most activity they've had when they've been there, and it was nuts. It was nuts. And we even had the cops show up, but they let us stay. That was kind of weird. Anyway, oh, and when we first got there, we could hear Native American music. Just not the drums, but actually Native American music. It was loud too. I'm pretty sure the camera could pick it up, so it was kind of crazy. Anyway, so after we filmed there, we went back to the motel, and we left Sunday morning. We got up later than we wanted to. We kind of slept in because we didn't get home till late, or the motel till late. So yeah, so it was sad to see them go, and you know, I didn't want to leave. It was fun. I found a little gecko. I'm not used to that. We don't have geckos here in Denver, so it was kind of neat to see that in the wild. And I think I saw an armadillo, and yeah. There's one thing for sure, is humidity is definitely my kryptonite. I was worried about that on the way to Texas, that I was gonna get sick, and I did. I felt crappy most of the time I was there. I mean, I put on a good front for everybody. I didn't want to be a whiner, but I did feel not so good. And but the closer we got to Colorado after we left, the better and better I felt. So I hate that. I'd like to think that someday, if I ever move to a place with humidity, that I'd get used to it after a while. I bet I would, but it would suck at first. Anyway, so we're back and everything's great. I haven't heard back from Kevin yet. Poor guy, holy moly, he drove a lot. He is a better man than I. He drove from California to Colorado to pick me and George up, and then drove down to Texas non-stop. I mean, you know, little stops, but he didn't like stop and spend the night. He just went. And then on the way back, he drove us back to Colorado, dropped us off, and then headed east. I mean, he just kept going, and yeah. Anyway, so this weekend, I'm not sure what I'm filming. I am going to the Springs. I think Sunday we're meeting up with George and his sister. We're going to this really big waterfall. This place has a really big waterfall. I think we're going to be filming there. I think we had an idea. I think I want to try to go to the Rainbow Falls on Saturday, but we'll see. Yeah, they're different falls than the ones that we're going on Sunday. But anyway, so yeah, and then for the video I'm putting out this week, and I think I'm gonna finally put out that haunted house that George and I went to. George had put that video out quite a few weeks ago, probably a month ago, and yeah, I'm gonna finally work on that. And yeah, so my shout out, I know I haven't done a shout out for a while, but I felt like this person deserves it, and I kind of wanted to shout her out. It's Jenny the Fam. Just recently she went up and stayed with Melissa and Omar in Florida for a week. I'm so proud of her. It's so awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous, Jenny. Not that you're probably watching this, but I'm a little jealous. Stayed a whole week, hung out, did all kinds of stuff, and that was just so awesome. I like her channel. She doesn't have very many subscribers, so guys, make sure you go to Jenny the Fam and check her out. She does a lot of like Bible reading and Bible verses and talking about the Lord and stuff, and I just really love that. And she's the one that kind of inspired me to do that at the end of my weekly What's Up. So shout out to Jenny the Fam. Make sure you guys go check her out. She is an awesome person, and you guys have probably seen her in Omar's vlogs, so make sure you go check her out. Alright guys, one of the things I really enjoyed about my road trip with George and Kevin was that we were worshiping the Lord together. We put on music, worship music, and sing together, cry together. We had some fellowship and talked about God, and it was so great. I really enjoyed that. I really did, and yeah, I mean, I can't express how much I enjoyed fellowshipping with my fellow brothers in the Lord, and I love you guys, and it meant a lot to me to do that with you, and it was pretty awesome. Anyway, speaking of which, my Bible verse for this week. Alright guys, my Bible verse for this week is 2 Corinthians 4:16 through 8. And it says, "Therefore we do not lose heart. Though our outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and monetary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." We've got to focus on the Lord, which is unseen, and not of this world, which is seen. I know we get caught up in this world, and we just that's all. Sometimes we just what we get focused on, and this is just temporary. This is not where we belong, and someday we'll be where we belong, and I look forward to that day. So alright guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, a great weekend, and a good next week, a great next week. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me and watching my videos, and yeah, make sure you smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. If you're new to my channel, make sure you check out some of my other videos below. I explore a lot of abandoned and haunted places, and that's the majority of what my my videos are. I do have a trailer, so make sure you check that out. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next video. I love you guys. Peace.